Hey designers, and happy Monday. You know what that means. Go grab your favorite cup of hot cocoa, a few of your favorite cookies, pull up a chair and sit and chat with me for a while in today's episode of Cocoa and Cookies. Well, good morning, you guys. Is it cold where you are? Because I am feeling it today, you guys. It's been in the 40s here in Florida, and we are not accustomed to that. I mean, don't get me wrong. It does get cold every year. There are several years, actually, that we get down into the 20s because we're in North Florida. But it happens so rarely that I wasn't quite ready for it yet. Although I think it really has hit a little later this year because usually, especially whenever I was a kid, it was already cold by Halloween, and Halloween night was usually pretty chilly. And the last few years, we've even been able to wear shorts and t-shirts. So it is hitting a little later than it used to, but when you go through such a hot season the rest of the year, when these cold temperatures finally hit, oh, it's unbearable. This is my little cup today. I try to remember to share these with you. This is my little snowman. Love it. You guys know how much I love the snowman, the little candy cane handle. Found this last year after Christmas on a clearance at Walmart. I thought it was just the cutest thing, so that's what I'm using today. It is huge. I mean, like, look at this mug. My goodness. Anyway, been on the hunt for some new snowman mugs. I found two, I think it was. I think there were two at Dollar Tree that I saw over this past week, but just haven't broken down to buy them yet. But have a feeling before long, one of them at least will be making his way home here. So, love my little snowmen. So very cute. So cute. So, how was you guys this weekend? What all happened around where you are? Is it cold where you are? Or are you more south of me and are you a little hotter than we are today? Woke up and it was down to 62 degrees inside our house. Well, maybe it was 66. And the heat was set on 62, something like that. It was in the 60s inside the house, and that's pretty cold for when you first wake up in the morning inside that. I don't know what it is. If you walk outside and it's in the 60s, it doesn't necessarily feel so cold, but there's something about waking up in the morning with your house being down in the 60s, and I was freezing. I know, I'm a wimp, but anyway, sure enough. Feeling a little rough this morning. Of course, that's pretty standard for most Mondays. Y'all know that by now. Did you guys see the little lips that I videoed for y'all last night? If you haven't seen those yet, I'm going to have that video linked for you down below. We were on our way home last night, and all of a sudden my husband turns around in the middle of the road and starts heading back the other direction. And I'm like, what are you doing? Where are we going? He says, hold on, I got to show you something. I got to show you something. So he took me back down to this little spot, this location, and there were these lips that were amazing. You guys got to go check out that little video because I had to share it with all of you. I said, oh my goodness. I jumped out of the car and said, you got to take my picture because they all know how much I love the lips and they're going to love this. So definitely go take a look at that. That was pretty amazing. Also yesterday went live for you guys a collaboration that I had done with another group of ladies remembering the holidays. A little story time, just walking down memory lane to kind of share some of our favorite holiday memories. It could have been from Thanksgiving to Christmas or the whole season. So I kind of shared some of my childhood Christmas memories with you guys. So if you haven't seen that one yet, definitely hop over and make sure you take a look. And also over the weekend, I know that the videos are kind of hit and miss in your news feed. I had also posted a video for you guys there, how you can click for notifications so that you don't miss any more of the videos. So if you haven't seen that one, make sure that you take a look. Just click on over to my home page, my little profile page there, and you'll be able to click to videos and then see everything that's been uploaded recently if you've missed any of those. But busy week, you guys. It is Thanksgiving. Hopefully, we'll have I know we will have the trees up by the weekend, but hopefully we'll be able to get those started as early as tomorrow. You've already seen that I obviously have the little one up in my bedroom. And I also have a second one in my bedroom for the vanity area. This one over here that we usually put in the dining room, if you guys followed through with us last year on Vlogmas, then you'll know this is the one that I get to decorate with the teal and silvers. And it matches this area. And then our big main family tree is a multicolored, just everything kind of tree. So hopefully that one will be up by the weekend as well. That's the plan. Got to get in the holiday spirit. Definitely. I'm hoping the husband can get the lights up outside. We were going to try to do that last week, and just our schedules have been so busy. We've been adjusting to these 3 soccer game a week schedules, and it's been keeping us busier than usual. You guys know, if you follow our vlogs, that we stay pretty busy. So now we're adjusting to having those 3 games a week, and so kind of learning how to adjust time schedules and that kind of stuff. So it's thrown me a little bit behind on watching and commenting on some of your videos. So if you haven't seen me around your channel, that's why. Still trying to figure out how to squeeze all this into a day, but it's been so much fun. The boy is loving playing soccer. Baby girl cooked the soccer team some cookies the other day, Friday, before the game. They had a big meal together, so she said, I'll send some cookies. And we got a text back from him, I don't know, probably within 15-20 minutes, and they were all gone. Those boys scarfed those things right on up. They loved those little cookies. So he's been having a good time, and we've been having a good time getting to go watch him. So lots of fun happening. But gearing up for the big holiday this week. What are your plans for Thanksgiving? Are you guys doing much this year? Are you going to have a quiet time at home with just your intimate little family nuclear unit? Are you getting together with other relatives? Maybe you're just getting together with friends this year. What you doing? Will you be having the big turkey, or are you vegetarian or vegan, and maybe you're going to be having like a tofu kind of thing? Tell me, how are you going to celebrate, and what do you plan to eat? One of the most favorite times of the year for me, all the food. Let's just be honest, all the food. So Transformation Tuesday might take a little knock the next couple of weeks all the way through the season. It was so funny because last night at our church, after church, we celebrated my dad's birthday. He had a birthday during the week last week. So Sunday night, the church decided to give him a big surprise party after service. And so when we got over there, one of the ladies had made him this huge, I mean huge carrot cake. I wish I would have remembered to take a picture, but I was buzzing around and so busy with other things, I didn't even think about the picture, but it was huge, that carrot cake. Then somebody else had bought him a coconut cream pie just for him. Then someone had made him a pumpkin pie. And there was one other dessert type thing. Some of these famous peanut butter filled chocolate cookies that one of the ladies in the church makes. They are delicious. So when he kept opening up all this food, I got so tickled, and I thought, oh my goodness, that is a lot of food for he and Mom to have around the house. So I have a feeling on Thanksgiving Day, a lot of that is going to be pulled out. If much of it's left, it will be pulled out so that everybody can enjoy a little bit of that. But it was fun. We had a good time. He was surprised when he walked in, and that was fun. But I said all that to say, during this time of year, you get all kind of goodies because people love to bake. We love to bake around here, and you give all these baked goods as gifts, and you're eating and just enjoying it all. So yeah, Transformation Tuesday might just go on the back seat till the first of the year. I don't know, though. I actually had thought about starting the weigh-ins back tomorrow. Before, you guys know, if you've been following Transformation Tuesday for any amount of time, I was weighing in and letting you guys see on the video me getting on the scale and showing you the weight every week, which is always scary to do. But I had been doing that for a while, and then I kind of stopped the weigh-ins because I wasn't doing real good, and I thought, I don't even want to show them that. But I thought about starting the weigh-ins back up tomorrow because it's accountability for me. But I got to thinking, well, we got Thanksgiving, we've got all the Christmas parties and everything that's going to happen throughout the month of December. I'm not so sure if that would be wise to start the weigh-ins right now. So I don't know. I'm kind of debating. I guess you guys will just have to wait and see tomorrow what shows up on your news feed. But anyway, back to Thanksgiving. Wonderful time of the year. It just really is. But I love this season and what it stands for, about just being thankful and showing your gratitude and talking about things that you're thankful for. Do you guys hear my sinuses today? Here's the deal. I thought that I might have had a little bit of a sinus infection going on because I felt stuffy, but I wasn't sure. Well, I had gone to the doctor over the weekend for a different issue altogether, and they gave me an antibiotic. Again, you know, I've been on those so much recently, but I think that I did really have a sinus thing going on as well, because I can tell it's all loose today and it's trying to get out of there. So apparently this antibiotic that I'm on is like tackling both issues. So anyway, you'll have to excuse the nasal sound this morning. But back to Thanksgiving. Such a wonderful time to be grateful and to talk about all the things that you're thankful for. And always this time of year, the scripture that comes to mind and that we talk about is the scripture that says, in everything, give thanks. And that's been a hard one for a lot of people to kind of understand and grasp, because sometimes we go through some junk, y'all. I mean, let's just be honest. Sometimes life is hard and it throws some curveballs your way, and you're thinking, when you read that verse, how in the world can I give thanks for this situation? Or how in the world can I be going through such a tragedy and still be thankful? And one of the things that I like to remind people is it doesn't say for everything, give thanks. It says in everything, give thanks. A big, big difference there. You know, whenever my grandma passed away a little over a year ago, that was tough. And when the holidays rolled around last year, it was our first holidays without her. If you watched the Remembering the Holidays yesterday, then you know how important she has always been during the holidays. So the first holidays that rolled around without her last year was so tough. And there's no way that I would be thankful for her passing or thankful that she wasn't with us last year. But I could still be thankful in the situation, because there are still so many other things in my life that I can be grateful for and thankful for. And I can be thankful that I had her for as long as I did. The situation with our house, you guys know this whole story and what we've been going through here around our home. I'm not thankful for the mold. I'm not thankful for the fact that we have had to go broke fixing everything. But I am thankful in it because so much positive has come out of it. You know, when I was talking to the kids and I said, I'm so sorry that you guys have had to live through this the last few years and it's been so rough. And one of the statements that my daughter made was, Mom, I'm actually grateful for it because we've become so much closer as a family through it all. And sometimes you just have to look at the positive side of things. It's helped us have a whole new level of compassion for people. You know, sometimes when you don't go through your own crisis or you don't find yourself in the midst of your own tragedy, it's hard to have that level of compassion that compels you and motivates you to get involved in people's lives. And for us, that is one of the things that has definitely been a positive out of this situation is a deeper compassion towards people and things they may be facing in their own lives. You know, I can also remember back years ago, and I've told you this story already, I think it was during Vlogtober last year in 2015, about losing my first pregnancy to a miscarriage and how awful that was. And it threw me into such a deep, dark depression at that time. But once I was able to walk through that and get on the other side of it, the amazement through the years of how that story has been able to help so many people. And even sometimes whenever I'm preaching a sermon and I share that story, the people in the audience that will come up to me afterwards telling me, you'll never know how much that really touched me because I thought no one on earth could possibly know how I feel. I don't think that God makes these things happen to us just so we can develop compassion or things like that. But I think sometimes he allows them to happen because he sees the bigger picture and he knows the positive that can come out of a tragedy or come out of a loss, come out of a hard time. And that's just what I wanted to encourage you guys with today, that this is a week of thanks, and I am full aware that there are a lot of you who are struggling in many different areas. Maybe this is going to be your first holiday season without a loved one, or maybe you're finding yourself like we are at this dead-end road with your finances or circumstances that you are living in your surroundings, and you're like, God, we don't even know which way is up right now. How can we be thankful? Or maybe there's other things, family conflicts and turmoil that you're facing, or just a whole conglomerate of messes that can sometimes work their way into our lives. And so you might not feel like celebrating this week, but I want to encourage you that in everything, you can still have a heart of gratitude and be thankful for the positive things. And one of the benefits to that, as I get ready to wrap this up, is that one of the things that people have said to us most often, especially people that follow me in social media, on Facebook and all that, has said numerous times throughout these last 4 years, I can't believe how happy you guys seem with everything you're going through. I can't believe how well you guys are taking all this with what you're going through. Those comments come at us very often, and people are noticing that we still are happy, even though we have a little bit of a crisis going on around us, because we have had to make the choice. We could have let this situation, as overwhelming as it was, totally crush us and destroy us. It could have ripped our marriage completely apart. It could have damaged relationships between us and our children. We could have allowed it to work some devastating things in our lives. Or we could choose to say, you know what, we can't change the situation. All we can do is the best that we can to muddle through it somehow, depending on God's strength. And that is what has given us such joy and the ability to walk through with our sanity intact, you guys. And I'm telling you, there is such a benefit to remaining thankful even during the hard times of your life. And no matter what you're going through, if you will maintain a positive attitude, and if you will still choose the things you can be thankful for, it will change your whole mindset and your whole outlook, and then the negative won't feel quite as negative. So that's kind of my challenge to you this holiday week. And as you're rolling into Christmas, and all the emotions and feelings that can sometimes come with that, because even though for a lot of us it's the happiest time of the year, for a lot of people it's not the happiest time of the year. And I understand that and know that, and it can bring a lot of feelings and emotions. But I'm challenging you guys this year to do your best to keep your mind set on the positive things that you can be thankful for. The fact that you're alive, the fact that the loved ones that are still remaining are in fact remaining, and that you still can have and build good memories with them. The fact you have a roof over your head, no matter how bad that roof might feel at the moment, you do still have a shelter that you can retreat to, or anything, all of the different things that you can be grateful for. Maybe you don't have the job that you've always wanted, but if you do have a job and you have an income coming in to help support your family, be thankful in that. And trust me, it will change your mindset, and you will have a joy that people are going to notice, and they'll also be asking you, how do you stay so happy through everything you're going through? And what a wonderful opportunity to testify of the goodness of God through the midst of tragedy, you guys. So think about that this week as you get ready to carve that turkey or whatever it is you're going to be eating. Maybe some of you just like a good spaghetti dinner or whatever. There's all kind of different traditions and celebrations on Thanksgiving. So whatever it is that you plan to do, definitely find something to be thankful for. Maintain that positive, thankful attitude all year long, and you're going to see that the positive mindset will help you enjoy your life a whole lot better. And it'll make the hard times a little less severe. So that's just my thoughts for today on this cocoa and cookies. I'm going to jump off of here. We got a busy day. I got a couple of DIYs that I need to be working on for you guys that I'm excited about. And some cleaning to do, laundry to do, regular house type stuff that must be done. And then soccer practice this afternoon, and who knows what else. We'll just see what else unfolds today. But anyway, thank you so much for joining me today with your cocoa or your coffee or water or juice or Coke, whatever you had. Thank you so much for tuning in and sitting here with me for a little while this morning. I hope that your week is off to a great start and a very, very happy Thanksgiving to all of you guys. I'll see you soon in the next video.